back. We're gonna be... Yeah, these are just regular old quests. So we're gonna go return this book to Professor Fig. We just got we got this book from the restricted section of the library.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is
That's a sharp.
rather
I thought that
unorthodox,
was,
to say the least.
Orthodox.
Oh,
It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
it was a
What?
book.
That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me
I
the
probably
details.
shouldn't tell you.
Fair enough. In
Probably
fact, the
shouldn't
book was
tell you.
below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
Yeah, let's check this book. This ancient magic book. What you got?
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. Before us. I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive, Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What
what
will
will you tell
you
them?
tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
Of course.
I understand.
Of course.
I'll see what I can
That
learn
makes
about the
sense.
missing pages while you're gone.
It's like the only people who know
Don't
what
neglect
actually
your
happened
studies.
was me,
Your
him,
wand work is improving by the
and
day.
the dude who died. Well, the
But
dude who
you'll
died
want to
don't
pay
really know what
attention
happened
in
because he died,
herbology
but...
and potions. There's
Me
more
and
to
him.
magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return.
Got you, Fig.
Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Revelio.
Yeah, there's a chest above, but... This one's in here?
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Okay, bet. Okay, so it wants me to fast travel? Oh! Oh, shit! Man, it's way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. That's pretty tough.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Okay. At her biology class.
What are you up to now?
Oh, what the hell? Oh. Whatever the hell I want to be up to, yo.
I was distracted by...
We are out. Fucking flies. These flies are annoying as hell. Whoa, greenhouse.
Revelio.
Greenhouse tree.
There's no fairness.
Poofane.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Revelio.
I'm gonna kill you, fly. Professor Garlic, how very thoughtful of you, and to remember strawberries are my favorite. They are sweet. It's no wonder muggles love them so much. Alright, well that's just saying thank you for the strawberries. Alright, let's see what... Oh, the homies here. We got class together. We got herbology together. Oh!
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class.
Oh, what's up, Professor
A little
Garlic?
treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
You were rose in my garden.
We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Ah, fuck 'em.
Accio.
These motherfuckers that scream.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
What's happening?
Place your mandrake in the new core and pack down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get...
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Oh, really?
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already
I
have
got
some,
some.
Professor.
Oh,
Picked them up in
Jinx!
You've
You owe me a
visited the
fucking
magic
soda,
mead.
my claws.
Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
They had to make
Dittany's
her look like
restorative properties make it a
Dead John.
vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all
9
should know from
minutes.
Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Alright, 40 minutes. 40 minutes, then my mains is coming to pick me up.
The edges mustn't curl and turn brown like that.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm
did you-
Leander. I'll be
did you see
showing
me?
you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
Revelio.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me.
Your duel with Sebastian.
Oh
And
yeah, I
he's
forgot I
good.
smoked them.
Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
I wouldn't say I should have smoked them, but
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
how do I use the cabbages?
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save them. But they left her
Oh shit, my mount's all the way to the right too. That's tough.
tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs.
Booba
The kind of
tubers.
plants that'd have your back in a fight.
Booba tubers.
Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup,
Yeah.
even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such.
Yeah, I took one
You
down.
can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary.
Don't know that?
Dogweed
You
and
don't know who I
deathcap has
am?
more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
Alright, so now I
Take
got
your
the-
time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
No, it won't let me hop over. That's crazy.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended
happened?
to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so
I
much
could be
to
a.
offer.
I like the hell they give you the
I'm
option to
eager
be
to
a
learn
dick in
more.
this game.
I'm
but
glad.
I'm not a dick.
Herbology
I'm
is
a nice guy.
bounteous
Just 'cause I'm a
subject.
Slytherin don't mean
Tend
shit.
to your garden,
Not all
and it
Slytherins
will
are
tend
assholes.
to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots.
Right, well, that's pretty dope. Being Professor Garlic. What's over here? Locked.
I fell asleep in Transfiguration.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I can't get to the high places. There's a quest right there, but
Revelio.
dude's not there.
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
What you want? What you,
You
want
wanted
me?
to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
I ain't confront the dragon. That dragon got me.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and,
Boggarts.
well,
Do a
mine
shapeshifter.
unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Ugh, well, they seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly.
I don't know what
I wish
Puffskein
more
is.
of our fellow students agreed with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
That's funny as hell.
I'm sorry, but you have to admit that's rather clever.
I do not have to admit that. Everett said the same thing. Anyway, to make matters worse,
That's
I
pretty
stupidly
clever.
blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumor has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there.
Okay,
It's
let me hear about
supposedly
them.
so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very
Might
much
as well.
appreciate it.
I'm curious
Come and
now.
find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
They got me curious.
Hidden herbology corridor. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
It's a relief to finally have an answer.
Revelio.
I wish there was something I could do to stand up to the headmaster. I do best to keep my head down.
Incendio.
Lucky for us, we have Professor Weasley. What was the Ministry thinking putting black...
Revelio.
If anyone is...
Revelio.
School grounds. When am I gonna have my fucking flying? My flying lessons. I want to be able to fly around. Is that a dragon?
Revelio.
Where's that weeping willow at?
Accio. Revelio. These
Does
dry
it-
vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
This is like a dungeon or something.
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor. Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light. Incendio! Revelio. Incendio. Protego.
Reparo.
Reparo. Levioso. Accio. Accio. Seems the Devil's Snare was protecting a chest of some kind. Revelio. Incendio. Incendio. Revelio. I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan. Incendio.
I feel like there's gotta be more here, you know? This takes me to the greenhouses too.
Revelio.
What'd they say his name was? Something
Tried what I thought.
Dunking. Can't remember what the fuck that thing was.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Have you found anything to, prove my bravery?
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacular. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. If I just kept it. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunking for good.
Puffskein.
When I show everyone in the common
Dunking.
room tonight, this'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was.
Puffskein.
Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will. Thank you for all of your help.
'Cause I'm the
No
goat.
more Puffskein Dunking for me.
'Cause I'm the goat.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school.
'Cause I'm him.
Stones.
Ocean class. Potions.
Maybe Aura's or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident.
Revelio.
The blood would never allow them. It would make them look completely incompetent.
Borgin and Burks. Wars are watching Borgin and Burks. Or why? What's there? Oceans Clash. There he is. My homie. Sebastian Sala.
Potions is one of the most
Professor
challenging
Sharp
and
is
hazardous
potions.
subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own.
Bet.
You never know
That's
when
just
you
fine.
might need it.
True.
Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
That was more than one drop. That was two. Three in total, but.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
Brewed that shit already?
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumor.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yep. I was already in there, though.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity.
Fishy.
I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort.
Another Weasley.
But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that
Like
extra
Fred
spark.
and George.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Alright, brother, I got you.
Remember, pursue. Your potion station's organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Not again.
Oh! Dragon Dog!
Wow.
What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Adurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew
How you know?
chaos.
Should I try and lie my way out of it? Just be like, I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learned a lesson.
Yes, sir.
As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet.
Nah,
In addition
really,
to
it's
having
my
a
first day
solid
of
grasp
potions.
of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration. That's the...
I'd better keep an eye on Hyde. For Zenobia's gobstones.
Go back outside to the school grounds. Gotta run my ass all the way here because I can't fucking fly yet. Hey, is that Hagrid's hut? That is Hagrid's hut. Is he here?
Revelio.
East's classroom. Okay.
Accio.
Can't wait till I'm able to fucking fly around. What's that? That's like a, that's probably like a broomstick trial or something.
Revelio.
Revelio.
What is that?
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Accio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio.
Chest. Is it?
It is good to see you, my friend.
As is you, Natty.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Should I tell her? I could trust her.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
Yeah.
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain.
It's not a street
I know
people
that's a
that
lot
know.
to absorb.
It
Me,
is.
Professor,
And I will have more
her.
questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us.
I feel like I
To
could
all of
trust her.
us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you,
Why
Natty.
we met all the way out here?
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Alright. Well, I ain't gonna be playing this weekend. But it's been fun. It's been lit. Alright. Adios, muchachos.